tried to cut it off and I did not. Hello, Final Fantasy 14. Despite everything, I have to play more of this. What? Are we? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Hello! Yes, more Final Fantasy 14, despite it all. Despite it all. We're gonna get through 6.4. I'm gonna eat dinner, and then I'm gonna start Deus Ex playthrough. That's my plan. I move on. I'm very interested. I mean, I think politics in Final Fantasy 14 is something I really enjoy. And I was really off-put / not really sure coming out of it at like the first half of 5.3. But they've done like a pretty decent job. The only thing I'm kind of nervous / confused about is that, sorry, 6.4. What patch am I on? I'm on 6.4, right? Yes. And I put that in my thing, right? Yes. Okay. I'm just being dumb. I was mean about the politics last night when I was playing through the first half of 6.4. But it is something I really enjoy. And I'm kind of wondering, one, where we'll go from here. Two, when are we going to start talking about Dawn Trail? There's been allusions to Dawn Trail, but nothing really solid yet. So normally, from my memory, we usually take the first 3 patches are like a epilogue / finale for the previous thing. Or at least that was definitely the case in Shadowbringers. And the last 2 patches were setting up the next game, next expansion. We haven't hit that yet. Endwalker patches picked the mode. Okay, cool. So at least that's something I don't misremember this time. But we'll see how it goes. Last we left off, we were like, hey, we can, if you sell us your tech, we'll give you money to rebuild your nation. Naeus was like, yeah, that sounds smart. And the other guy was like, fuck you. And he's probably going to go run off and get shot by some magic. Yeah, by some bullshit like that. Right, let's deal with the fact that he's definitely in trouble. I have to keep reminding myself whenever I see Varshan that he's the ruler of a nation, just because I'm so used to seeing him in his kid form. Honestly, partially because I'm not very used to national leaders just kind of traipsing about with the scions. They usually treat it as more of a big deal, though maybe that's faulty memory? Alright, Euless, let's do it. It's far too dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Medius. Let us leave matters here in Maximus' care while the rest of us join in the search. If Lord Medius is bound for Senatus, we may be able to catch up to him in Regio Urbanissima. I pray he has not come to any harm. Right. I like Zero casually walking away, actually, there. Not so much a continuation. And they don't really hit the connective tissue at the expected rate. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of chill with it. It does feel like the production value is a lot higher than I remembered. Like, they did a lot of voiced cutscenes in 5.4. To the point where last night I was like, doesn't this feel a little bit like overacting with how many cuts and animations they're doing compared to normal? Nope. Let me out. But we'll see how 5.4 ends. Hopefully on a good note. I don't know. I have no idea what Dawn Trail is going to be about. I would be very surprised if Garlemald tied into it somehow. Again. Feels like we kind of hit our crescendo with Garlemald the last, like, 3 expansions. Well, besides Shadowbringers, I suppose. Raj, you want to join in on the fun? I missed you. Fuck him up. I'm sure Lord Medius will be fine being set on fire just a little bit. What's the worst that could happen to him? Anyway, what's up, idiot? You You want to call me some slurs to make yourself feel better? I'm alive?
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold.
I do kind of wish that each expansion had its own version of this music, because we've been listening to this music during, serious cutscenes for, like, since our realm were born, haven't we?
Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless, and I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Damn. God, I forget how good Endwalker was sometimes.
Aye. So long as we live.
Hey!
Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Ulyss, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Everyone else can fuck off, though.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
Oh, I just realized my bracelet's gonna break. Oops. Well, worry about that later. You do realize if he dies in your care, it will be like the worst type of diplomatic incident. I just saved him. Don't fuck it up. Alright, what was it?
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
You know what, Ulyss, what is your opinion on this, as someone who hated me?
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here.
Wait, isn't that the wrong way? Okay, whatever. It's fine. Oh, the cutscene goes on.
So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns.
Oh, here we go.
During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriats. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search for means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately I was undone. Overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again.
I really, really want Zero's outfit to change at some point, and for her to go to do the hat tip thing and realize that it's not there and like stumble a little bit. I just think that'd be funny.
The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
Okay, the sun breaking is a remarkably well-timed coincidence. I assume a coincidence. It's definitely a coincidence. Is this?
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
So, like, do we invite them out for board game night now? Or, like, we cannot let her know what Catan is. Her hope will break. Xeno spotted. Game instantly. Cutscene instantly went down like 2 points. I feel so split on Zero as a character. On the one hand, like, I'm not sure if it's a cultural thing or not, where I lagged on when playing through the end of Endwalker. I lagged on hope being like a central driving plot concept in a lot of, like, the first thing I think of is anime. Of like, why are you fighting? I'm fighting for hope, or what hope is left. Like, it's a bad trope. Now I almost wonder if this is just straight up a cultural thing. If like Japanese writing and cultural forces are more set up to like focus a plot around one emotional concept without sounding corny like it can to American audiences. I don't know if that's real or if that's misinterpretation on my part yet. I mean, I would have to become basically a scholar of a lot of different types of media in order to know, and I just don't consume enough media to know. But it's a sense that I have right now, so... Fucking great timing, though, with the sun breaking right then, isn't it? When I first met Zero, I wasn't sure what to make of her forthright to a fault nature, but now I understand she is simply an honest soul to the core. Thank you. I feel as though I feel at last as though I found the answers I sought, and I owe it all to you and Euless. Right then. I expect the others have already arrived back at Tertium. We should join them. Hope is a trope in Western media fucking sucks, frankly. Is it a trope in Western media? What? I don't know, I only have vague memories of this stuff because I just don't consume enough media. but I don't know what Western media centers around hope. I assume my first gut instinct is something related to Marvel, but I don't know. There's no reason such a strong reaction to it. Yeah. Full glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Ugh, what was that? Various representatives of the Garling community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable. I do. And, Neas, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I'm ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiations solely on your shoulders in my absence. Hey, twins! How's it going? We did a major diplomatic thing, and Alfino wasn't even here. I'm sure he's jealous. Where were you? Oh, yeah. Wait, no, where were you? You should know that when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people of Tapper's Den, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that would be to prevent another Void Sense invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. I have to say I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves and senators are here. Yeah. Nothing is more powerful than hope. God. Okay. This is all off the cuff. So I reserve the right to say that everything I'm saying right now is very stupid later. My current gut reaction to why I hate For Hope as a concept is because hope by itself isn't really anything. Hope, like, you have hope for a better world, you have hope for this, you have hope for that, but it is sort of like the middle manager emotion. Like, I have hope for a better world because I love the people. I have hope for X because of Y. I have hope for Y because of Z. Like, hope isn't really a motivating force in and of itself. I don't think hope can exist really in isolation. I wouldn't even say that hope alone is not enough. I would say that hope can be very, for lack of a better word, powerful. I just don't like when you strip away all of that extra special character-specific, world-specific related stuff and just burn it all down to just hope. I believe that characters doing actions for the sake of hope is, like, fine. The problem is when they do actions for the sake of hope and nothing else. If that makes sense, or if that explains my feelings at all. Yeah. Anyway. I don't know if I did explain that very well. It essentially boils down to hope can be something that spurs you to action, but it's what you have hope for that's really interesting. So burning it all down to just like hope as a single thing doesn't really work for me. But then again, with trust, in this specific instance, it's weird to me for different reasons. I'm not sure I can nail down why this whole arc with Zero is, like, ringing a little bit weird to me. I'll need to process it. I'll need to go back, honestly, and look at it, because I don't really remember 6.3 and 6.2 that well. I remember her, like, going from cold and heartless to, like, experiencing emotions. Felt like it was extremely sudden for me, and I believe 5.3. But I don't remember the details well enough. Anyway, it makes sense to me. I have a lot of thoughts and hope, and I'd seen your reaction. I mentioned hope because now it's not just you reacting that way. Well, yeah, I'm using hope as essentially a driver right now to explain my feelings over trust and like focusing so closely on it in this patch. I don't know how I feel all of it yet. Like it's similar because it's two like emotional concepts that are the essentially the center of the character development. But maybe I'm less annoyed about it because it's being used for character development. I don't know yet. I'll have to think about it more. Anyway. Ahem. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I am pleased to inform you all on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Agarlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Rajat Han. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individual before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Rajat Han will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect. And it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Rajat Han holds Garlean technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that, through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather round to hear the particulars, that you might convey them to those elsewhere. Let me give a rousing speech about how we're going to divert 10% of our cerulean production to Rajat Han. So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. It is by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel. A rather timely development given the Aether Tank's impending arrival. Once the tower stones have been replenished, we need but a weighty stroller signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? And then you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alfino. No need to worry. Devote all your energies to the mission in the void. 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 As ever, I am in your debt. Hat tip. You are good friends. By age 30, you and your friend group should have stopped a revolution. Wait, no. Done a revolution. Should have stopped an evil empire. You should have entered into you should have bargained a trade agreement between at least two nations. If you're not doing that with your friend group, then level the fuck up. Alright, let's go meet up with Ishola, I suppose. To the moon. Also, I never...
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand.
Okay, I want to talk about the Aetherite and how I appreciate how the Garlemald Aetherite was, like, shattered symbolically. And I never really thought of it before, but you go ahead.
Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Ishtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may.
You got it, Chief.
Ere we set forth, however, Ishtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Ashdaya from the Void.
Void.
Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
Oh, we're bringing
You would have me go in my
Voritra.
true form. Very well. Like our sire, we great worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon. To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzadhan, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Ashdaya, I would entrust her eye to your keeping.
Wait, does piloting his vessel require one of his eyes? I never got that, I guess. I don't know if that's just a weird implication I'm picking up on, or... Sup?
Will you do this for me?
Yeah, I promise not to go full Dragoon, buddy. Estinian isn't in the room, right? He's not behind me, is he?
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Ishtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Right. Bye, kids! Oh, hey, sorry, Euless. Ignore all this.
Take care, Zero.
Yeah, I can chip it.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
In Mare Elementorum, then. Go well.
Goodbye! What a lovely bunch of people. Right, to the moon. I assume. Oh, I got confused by Barrage being here because it's been so long. So I keep forgetting to take him out. He's not leveled up. I have not been keeping up on his training. He started peeing indoors again. Like, look, what level is he? Shit, hang on. I forget. There, companion. What level is he? He's only level 7. He could be so much more powerful. Also, he's about to go away. That's the second problem, but, you know, worry about that later. I need to make him into the best... Wait. Gear? Oh, that's how people dress up the chocobos. Oh, that makes sense. Also, color? I assume I can dye my chocobos somewhere. That's something I never thought about. Well, gonna have to give, Barrage a sick purple coat at some point, I guess. Wait, I just realized, did I never unlock flying in the last area? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go do that. I'm sure that's a coincidence. What's up? To dye a chocobo is a significant undertaking. I mean, yeah, you need a lot of
I
hair
took the
dye.
liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
I mean, I actually assume that you can't dye feathers like you can human hair. Especially for flight. That seems like it would all go very badly. Ayo.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other.
You have to stable the chocobo and then feed them specific special foods in specific quantities in order? What?
Ishtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Cool.
Containment seal. Then thou wouldst make use of...
Wait, how would a void sent containment seal interact with Zero? Thinking about it.
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it.
Oh, we're going to use the same device that held back Zodiark?
We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed.
Neat.
That which held even Zodiark shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
I mean, I guess I have a lot of experience as a machinist, so maybe I could change my Sage lasers to act as welding tools? Maybe. That's the best I got, guys. Sorry. If you need me to shoot anything, though, oh my god, that's easy. I unlocked flying here, right? Oh, thank god. I'm a little bit shocked that I never discovered the full map here, to be honest. I'm kind of hoping that flying into this one little bit will unlock the entire rest of the map over here for me. Just a little diversion. Just for me. This is just for me. This is just for me. There we go. I'm probably going to make this stream finishing 6.4, unlocking flying in the, end of the universe, going through all those quests finally. Then presumably I'll eat and start Deus Ex, because I really want to play through the original Deus Ex on stream. I think it'd be fun, because I never beat it, and playing through games on stream is a great way to make me finish them, I say, remembering that I have to finish Half-Life Alyx, Doom, XCOM, Alien Isolation. Don't worry about it. the seal we mean to act as and won't hinder a half-void scent like me from going in another direction. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Now then, to the matters at hand. With the Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiac's brands and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling void scent. Yet though we expect it to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there is a chance it will allow lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, we shall acquire a second line of defense, and I believe the Loprit supporters will be suitable for this purpose. Uyanje, Deka, the two of you have a strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Living Way and Bestway's Burrow and provide any assistance they require. I will join you. As a void scent, my knowledge may be of use. An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to reforging the brands. I will send word when we have finished. Pray, do the same. Alright. Estinian, have fun. I have to head north. Also, out of curiosity, can I fly into this? I assume not. Yeah, there it is. Come on. Let me enter hell. I mean, I guess the whole point of this series of quests is to enter hell. So, maybe that's a little bit of an unfair characterization for me, but whatever. Also, I never noticed this whole bit of the moon before. Wait, now that I can fly, can I see, like, the Loprit base? Or am I just barely not going to be able to fly high enough to see, like, the surface of the moon proper? Well, I guess this is it, huh? Are there other devices like this on the moon? No? I guess I don't really know what this is. Maybe some form of, like, thruster, almost? I don't know. In any case, it's time to go talk to our bunny friends again. I wonder if being a culinarian... Sorry, this is about Chocobo dying again. I wonder if being a culinarian would make dying Chocobos a lot easier. Down. Down, right? No, up. Shit. Sorry. What's up? What are these things? Oh my god. Zero, please try your best to not squee. This is a new emotion for you. It's called adoration. There you are. Istola has appraised me of your present undertaking. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye, our unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case this void-sent containment seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can, and will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there. It's garden and crossbred items for Chocobo dye feed. What? It's gardening? Like the gardening job is the most relevant? Crossbred items. Okay. I don't know a lot about gardening, I suppose. I forgot that it was a job. No, I'm thinking of gathering. Sorry. Classes / jobs. Crafting. Botanist is what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Gardening is a housing thing. Really? You have to have a house in order to breed a in order to change a chocobo color, basically? I mean, you can always buy the materials, I guess, but to do it yourself, you need to have a house. Do apartments come with gardens? Second question. Nope. Damn. I'll have to decide where I want to try to get a house, I guess.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting.
We are spoiled for voice cutscenes. Christ.
Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush.
I'm looking at Zero
Though we
carefully.
have fulfilled the purpose given to us by Hydaelyn, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy.
Wait, am I Christ? Sorry, I said Christ in reaction to these things, and it made me think about what the equivalent would be in this world. Am I Jesus? Am I? Have I had this reaction before? I'm getting the weirdest sense of deja vu right now. I think there's a little bit of Jesus in me, you know? A little bit, a touch, a respectable amount. I don't mean to imply anything, of course. Why would I not be Jesus? I am the descendant of Azim, or the soul of Azim. I'm part of the soul of Azim. I mean, I'm I kind of feel a little bit of Jesus. Like, I know I'm not directly related to Hydaelyn. She rejected my advances. I know that, like, I didn't level up carpentry a lot. I started it. I didn't really get it that far up, so I guess I'm missing that. I don't think Jesus had guns. Do I have to Google that? No, I don't think Jesus had guns. So there's a few differences. But all in all, like, as the Warrior of Light, and as the fact that a lot of the planet worships, or at least reveres Hydaelyn as a god, I feel like, at the very least, I could be classified as, like, Pope level? I'm not the Pope, of course. We killed the Pope. But in terms of, like, equivalent power ranking, you know? I think somewhere around, I mean, I guess I'm above the Pope since I killed them, but, you know, Pope level, in that tier. I'll drop it. It's okay, it's fine.
So you can count on us, ever and always. Right, so, we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Voidsent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends.
How do you mean data?
Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment. And who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
I believe I would make a better instructor. Not only have I fought Voidsent, I am one.
Where did this come from? Is she showing off? The Lopewits are gonna think this is really cool, aren't they?
Well, don't just stand there. Engage! 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 Engage!
They're all fucked. Zero, we needed those.
That'll do, that'll do! A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into void-sense slaughterbots!
No offense, of course, Zero.
Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement...
Encouragement?
We just might be able to do it in 2.
Zero, this is on you. The sound effects. We're both looking to Urianger.
This I leave to you.
This I leave to Urianger. The Lopez eyes twinkle with anticipation as they await your buoyant exhalation. To wit, they yearn for you to rally their spirits. Why does it sound like Urianger is saying that to me so that he doesn't have to do it? To be clear, we will always do everything with our power to aid the people. Alright, well, fine. No one's recording this, right? Come on, let's go, sleeping away. Engage, engage! Oh, sorry, I was in the midst of... Forgive me. The sight of precision parts is strangely soothing and sleep-inducing. But I'll try to keep moving. Oh god, that... Oh god. Okay, I'm fine. The repairs? Oh, they proceed at pace I show you, but they might go even faster if you were to rally us. Yes, of course. I should just pull out my weapons and give the slaughterbots extra combat data at this point. What a marvelous feeling! There's nothing like wild gesticulations of encouragement to fire you up. Same dialogue? Alright. God, that jump scares me every single time. With you cheering me on, I can do not less than my very best. You ain't special? I mean, I'm pretty special. Keep in mind, in this world, Australia doesn't exist. So don't worry about it. But I'm the Warrior of Light. Nothing ever goes wrong with Slaughterbots. Oh, sorry, I already responded to that, didn't I? I think it's perfectly reasonable to say that Deca is a form of Jesus figure. Something related to that. Oh, thank you very, very much. You don't know how uplifting it is to have you encouraging us. I mean, showing us the proper technique so we may keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency. Alright, Living Way, I did your bidding. My, everyone is in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have the supporters up and running again in no time at all. Oh, for Void Sense comments. Oh, okay. Oh, is Estrella Void Sent in your mind? I did not know this. That explains a lot, but I did not know this. Pray attend to your remaining busy work and leave the deployment of our new and improved Void Sent Slaughterbots to us. Void Sent in your mind kind of implying that that's not like... That's the wrong way to phrase it. Is that your canon for your Warrior of Light is what I meant to say. Have succubus have Void Sent. I have the worst.
We've just finished restoring the brands.
I have the worst question. So, like, whenever rejoining happened, the souls of everyone in the source would get a little bit more thick, right? Because they would be rejoined with their counterparts in the other world. What happens if someone from the source and the first have a child, and then, like, there's a rejoining on the first? You know? Like, where does this all... If someone from the source and the first have a kid, will they have the thinness of ether of the person from the first, or, like, the more full ether from the person from the source? Or would it be, like, halfway in between?
Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
Also, cool. Good job, Ishtola. Are we going to settle this in 5.4? I kind of expected this to bleed over to 5.5, but... or 6.5, but... The plans are ready, I presume. Excellent. With the Loperts having deployed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin Ishtola post-haste and prise open the gates into the void. Alright. I mean, we'll see if we're killing Golbez here or not. Look, I admit, it's a bit of a random question for me regarding as to, like, what happens when it comes to the matters of the soul. But you have to give me... I mean... Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. I believe that there's some room for understanding here, because if there's going to be Final Fantasy XIV lore, I believe there's a large dedicated portion of the fan base towards thinking about what happens if two people fucked. I think that's a key part of this community, so someone has the answer. I can only assume. I cannot be the first to wonder. It's a deep metaphysics that you could probably get a canonical answer for. Yeah, someone's thought about this. For my benefit, and for no other reason, I'm going to take the time to divert out to get that last tiny bit of the map at the bottom right, because otherwise I'm going to be so annoyed about it. And I'll fly through the void energy on the way. Or, well, I don't know what you would call this, actually. I don't know what this energy is. It's wrong to call it void energy, because it's more so associated with Zodiac than the void. So I guess it's just Umbral energy. I wonder if this is some sort of... Well, no, I was going to wonder if this was some sort of equivalent for the ether font in the dungeon we did in this patch, but that would be wrong. Because the ether font was ether, like pure ether. This is just like Umbral energy, which is different? I think? Kind of. I mean, whatever. It's fine. I'll also admit, I'm excited to get through this patch. One, to play Deus Ex, of course. Two, I'm kind of excited to get through it because I made buffalo chicken for dinner tonight in my slow cooker. And I'm very excited for it. It's so good. My only debate is whether I make mac and cheese or whether I go to the store and pick up chips. And at this point, I'm kind of leaning towards doing a small walk and going to grab some chips. That's where my head is at. I'm thinking about ether replenishment. How are you doing, Zero? Yeah, it kind of feels like 5.4 we're going to wrap up this plotline. I can kind of understand why people are like, Endwalker was supposed to be 2 expansions. And I don't know how much the post-game contributes to that. It kind of feels like a lot of this post-game stuff could have theoretically been sprinkled in and then like more directly linked to a second expansion. I don't know, because the end of Endwalker, well, that's not really right, because the whole end of Endwalker was just dealing with Medion. Topical. Nah, no, never mind. I go back on my words. My thanks for singing to the supporters. With this, all is in readiness for the ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alvino and Alize in the Tower of Babel to channel ether to the moon. Once we've amassed a sufficient amount of energy, Uyanje and I shall begin our incantations to open a void gate. If all goes well, a tear will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brains and put in place the containment seal. Wait, where's Vritra? That is all. If there are no questions, then let us begin. Again, adventure module is very fitting. Yeah.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
The moment of truth.
Have fun, kids. You haven't really been involved in this, but... And everyone in Garland Mold gets a PTSD flashback. God, I hope that doesn't accidentally hit Vritra. That'd be very funny, though. Oh, it's an accurate landmass. That's cute. I never really looked at it before.
By the sisters!
Oriange, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate.
Aw. Sorry, this is very cool. To me, at least. I think it's neat.
A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
Oh, thank God. Some part of me was worried about, like, I don't know how to do that yet. But no, we're good. We're good. We're good. Neat. Yeah, that looks right to me.
Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
What, a void scent already coming through the portal? Wait, Estinian.
What an enormous gate! Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
Yeah, the bonk is kind of appropriate, isn't it? Uh-oh. Oh, no, we're good. Hey, Vitra. What's up, man?
see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to draw up like who exactly gets the Nobel Prize that we're about to win, you know? Like, I assume she'll be one of the three, but it can only be
Apart
three.
is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis.
Wait, that can't be right. Hydaelyn created the 13 shards. She was created before that happened.
Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts, we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress...
Shit.
Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth, to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Alright, let's do it.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
I feel like
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
my bracelet's fucked up.
Into the void once more.
This feels familiar. Vitra, you're not gonna try to fight me, right? I want to make that clear. Whoop. Alright, I think we're good. If I had $1 for every final boss fight featured a dragon. Oh, sup, everyone else is here. Were you here in the cutscene? Uh-oh. Ishtola? We don't seem to be on the moon. Or are we? Oh, we are. Okay, no, it's fine.
This is the moon of the 13th.
Oh, what's left of it.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
No void sent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground, I leave to you all.
Alright, have fun, buddy. I do love the design of dragons in Final Fantasy XIV. It's weirdly unique while still being like very similar. With like the sort of flayed wings things. Looks neat. Oh, we have a whole area here. I admit, this does raise more questions. I remember being mildly annoyed in Endwalker because I was like, it's not like every reflection can have its own universe along with it. That would be ridiculous. And yet, I don't know what the alternative is anymore. The surface of the moon is a grim shade of crimson, a consequence of the flood of darkness, perhaps. Well, at least the 13th looks sick. So, you know, that's got that going for it. Oh, Ishtola, what are you doing over there? It's a good thing I looked around. No matter how you strain your eyes, you find no signs of life. Well, there's a giant crater. That seems like a good place to start. What do you think, Ishtola? No sign of a watcher or any lowbits. Perhaps they were swallowed up in the flood of darkness. Or perhaps they never existed here. It would make kind of sense for them to never exist here. Weren't the lowbits made after Hydaelyn captured Zodiark? And they were made, like, created by Hydaelyn. Right? Or am I screwing up my timeline? So it wouldn't make sense for them to exist here. If my memory is serving me decently. I think so, yeah! I want to say so. I should probably read through the lore books I have. Well, I'll add that to my next thing. I'll add that to the list. You hold your breath in an attempt to catch the faintest noise, save with the sounding comrades. There is nothing. So far, you failed to notice any clues to Ashdai's whereabouts. Perhaps Zero has noticed something that you missed. Yeah, I wonder if the giant crater... Well, that looks familiar.
The chasm has caught your attention as well.
Neat. If only I was a dragoon so I could jump down
There's
into
some
there.
manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
Do dragoons take fall damage in Final Fantasy XIV? Because if they do, I'm disappointed. For no good reason. I just, part of me hopes like, oh, it'd be real funny if they didn't.
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the Cradle of Darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned.
Only Ninja gets reduced fall damage? Damn
If
it.
this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered, but it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
Why do I feel that Vitra is going to be... Oh, don't be tempted and dive into the pit ahead of us. Be smart, Vitra. No, it's bait.
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee.
It's bait. Vitra, no. Oh, thank God.
Climb on, my friends. Hastaya is here, within this chasm.
Is anyone going to mention the fact that it's obviously a trap? Nope, we're just going straight in. God, ow.
Drown King.
Oh, that's cute. They're speaking in Draconic for lack of a knowledge of what the term is.
Kom na in Ötaan.
You
Oh,
were
her eye.
entrusted with Ajdaya's eye, were you not?
Oh yeah, shit, damn it. That was probably pretty important, wasn't it?
Ku-an. O Wakhom Urta.
Li Tao An. An King Sis. Dies Isom in Fesk. Nuan ik hes in an. Ka an an. Fesk wes an ul in.
Seth es lis na fesk on. Nair no rail ak stra idran.
Honestly, I'm just kind of happy she's not a void scent by now. That's better than I expected her to be doing.
Esk es I nesh I gol ak.
So we just have to
So
kill him.
this is indeed Golbez's domain.
So where's Golbez?
Kis arn in.
Es fil ud in. Ein an in.
Sis. Ask dear Antar.
I think roughly 5 to 10,000 years.
War Meradarn I Alan An. Les I El Kol An. Zdis Sorn I Rum. Snar Tiamat An. Kai Ros An. K Ul K Darn Morn. Dis An. Kai An. Na Stra An.
Nar tal kin in eyes. Athan Erndran Esk Tai An. I'll call Hes in Hes Ern Ud Lar An. Esk Les Ud An. Ses Razat Han Lu An. Snorson An Hai Hes In An.
Ta Hes An Eilgon Osk In. Ses Kidir In An. Kasta An. Sta In Es Katao. Tai An. Es An Stra In Sorn.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
Ern El. I Mizhead In Ud.
Yeah, get his ass.
Dis Targo. Asrael Dis Tar. Sma Osk In Sis An.
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
Sis Tar Nokol In. Do Es I Nesh Igor Sorn. Ka Som Ul Mo Go.
You know, I remember one thing bugging me about the cutscenes in Heavensward with the dragons, where them speaking took forever. And now I wonder if this was a conscious change and their voices, just so that you didn't have to sit around waiting for like an extra 20 seconds after reading the dialogue for like the voice lines to finish. To be honest, yeah.
Skom Les Sao An. Som Du Orta Sis.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Let's do it. Oh my god, we gotta be almost... We haven't been streaming that long, and I still feel exhausted. I think it's just going through Final Fantasy XIV makes me very, very tired very quickly because I'm trying to remember everything, so it's mentally a lot. I wonder if that will be alleviated by Dawn Trail at all. Or I could just be tired of streaming recently. That's option 2. The others have already begun searching for clues. Let us do the same. I'll take charge of this area, if you could see to the south. Sorry, what are we doing? Search for anything of interest. I mean, I guess we know that there's some spot near and dear to Golbez's heart to the south. But I mean, it's a barren wasteland. It feels like it should not be that hard to spot it, all things considered. What's up, Vitra? Anything interesting in this crater? Oh, it's not a crater, sorry. Well, when in doubt, look at the sparkly things and see what they tell you. What's up? Glint from beneath the rock catches your eye. Oh, is it a secret door?
Did you find something?
Maybe? Oh! Wait, what?
A memoria. But whose?
Uh-oh. Alright, who's ready for Golbez's tragic backstory? I am. Oh, hey! Yeah, that makes sense. I remember when looking at the cutscene earlier, I was like, oh, they're not showing their faces. This is one of them Golbez, but... No, so it is. That tracks.
You have lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to say in your defense?
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools. Like you would-be heroes. Aye. You do well to keep a close eye on each other. It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand. You'll see! Oh, yes. You will.
That's a big sword. In death, may your soul find salvation.
I can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You're a nobler man than I.
Come now, we're all shaped by these dark times more than we would care to admit. Does Golbez not have... Wait, I choose to believe that had these men known peace and plenty, they would not have been consumed by mistrust and avarice. Doesn't Golbez have a voice actor?
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Or is that Golbez and this person that I'm inhabiting is like the person whose memorial we're holding?
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones.
Who is that?
Oh, her? She's like you, I hear. Hunts memoriats taken by darkness.
Well, well. A kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious as you.
Oh, hey.
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Even when we share the same goal, we can't overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era.
Only a precious few Memoriats remain who cling to the light. Would that we could have won her over.
We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already, and another person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron.
So good news, Zero. You definitely shouldn't have joined that adventuring party. Good on you.
Had another vision of the past, did you? What? I was in it.
Turns out you dodged a big bullet.
It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this Memoria is...
Stop!
So, you have come. You who would oppose our crusade.
Maybe we can still talk him down.
Tranquilo.
He was still an evil team. Okay, you know what, Zero? You were so right not to trust him.
I know you.
Oh my god, that's so... I was expecting like a human-ish face, but no, he just is in full straight-up demon form. Oh my god.
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say. 'Tis impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form. But to remember your past besides. But that is of no moment. You are the Memoriat who vanquished my minions. Correct.
Damn, his voice actor is good.
And what if I am?
Then I would bid you join me. As a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you? More like fight as your pawn. It isn't me you want, but my power. And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon. But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself, and for those in whom I trust. My friends.
Hey, there we go, Zero. I fight for my friends.
I see. A pity. It is for the dragon that you have come, yes? When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity.
Taosk in.
Is he gonna yoink feature? Because that'd be a real dick move.
Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished. Your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
Uh-oh.
The darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent.
Archer! Smash!
Rise, O Shadow Dragon, and obey!
Should we be letting this happen? Does anyone have a gun? I have 4 of them. Yeah, that's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Oh, she's small now.
Kill him.
King, Frosk, now.
Damn you!
Oh, that's cheating.
Keep our guests occupied.
Jesus. Okay, no.
Save her. I beg thee. Save my sister.
Something about the light pet after.
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong, that dragon, and you.
Uh-oh. Guys? This platform just looks too small for you, buddy. Okay.
Come. Face me.
I'll deal with you and then I'll free Ashtaya. Probably, maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure we've ever unvoid scented someone. We have uncorrupted someone for Primal Touch, which seems like what we were supposed to do. It is kind of cute that they canonize the reason for trials in reasons where there absolutely should not be anyone else.
Light. You, who have ever basked in its warmth, could never understand our envy, our agony. You will not deny us our release.
God, you're tall. Alright, chill. So, hi, boys. You ready to do a trial? I assume. Are my friends okay? Yeah, they're probably fine. They're just outside the render distance. Put me in, coach. Alright, chill. Let's do it. I assume... Yeah, it's just... Big stretch. Alright. He's not even an extreme. Let's not worry about it. Happy to help. Oh, hey, Muon. Yeah, you're just here. Yeah, chill. Hop in. Are we friends? We're friends, right? Wait, are we friends? I legitimately don't remember because we've done... Oh, I guess we never... I assume this is you, Muon? Can I... I'm waiting for 100% confirmation so I don't fuck it up. Yeah, spelled backwards. Okay, fair enough. It is a familiar name, if nothing else. I just didn't track it. Alright, cool. Let's do it. That is a very pretty moon. Also, hey man, don't mind me. I'm just gonna... God Christ, he's tall. Oh wow, and we get instant Q-pop. Cool. Alright, let's do it. I probably won't fuck this up that badly. I've done... Wait, did I do a dungeon today? I did a dungeon yesterday, so that's warm up, if nothing else. Right? I'll be fine. Let's go. Is it just me, or is this platform really small for a child? Oh, it's his friend's sword. That's cute. I think that's his friend's sword. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is.
Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear. Come, warriors from beyond the rift.
Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance. We got it. Who's main tanking? Ah! Hi, Kelby. Spoilers for 6.4.
If you would oppose our crusade, then
how's it going? You just missed,
But know that none shall deny us salvation.
Is this your favorite fight?
This place shall be your tomb.
I saw you swap to Final Fantasy XIV yourself after, I probably shouldn't stand next to that, should I? Yeah.
I will free us from the wheel.
Can I assume Crescent Blade means... Yep, facts.
Wear my Rhine-kissed blades.
Easy enough to dodge.
I will suffer no obstacles.
Easy enough, easy enough.
No matter the foe, I will stay the course.
Sorry? Yeah, I lost the same card, so I figured we could do some let you get that out of the way. Fair enough. I don't know if Surging Sparks was a... that's not the name of it. That's the name of the next one. I don't remember if this was a main set or not. I don't think it is.
Such is your power. Come forth, my servant of shadow. With Abyssal Dark and Hero's Blade, I bring my people liberation.
I think we got this. Ooh! But how? Whatever. It's fine.
You shall know true terror!
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We got a little bit exploded, but it doesn't count.
Dragon, hear me and obey.
I should die Shadow. Okay, what are we dealing with? What are we dealing with? We got a big ass dragon. Well, honestly, it's a bit of a small dragon now. Shadow Crescent. Does that mean it's going to be a crescent still, or? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna shield myself too. I'm scared.
Bathe them in black flame.
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot to put.
My meteors will extinguish your light.
We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I'm fucking up all my buttons. I did forget to put my automatic healing thing on twice when the trial started. Also.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
If anyone else can see what's going on, let me know. Oh, I see the gimmick. Okay.
Look to the heavens for your doom! You wretch!
We got it, we got it, we got it. Easy.
Come forth, my servant of shadow! Let lightning surge!
Wait. Hey, we actually tanked that properly. Good job. I'm not sure I've ever seen people actually manage to take split stacks like that decently. But that was decent. I missed who was first. This guy was first, right? So I want to be in the middle. Oh, that guy was not first. I fucked up. Okay. My B.
Be gone!
Oh, I'm kind of fucked, aren't I? Whoops. That's embarrassing. My bad. Help. Wait, did the attack get canceled because I died? Optimal. Honestly, I was just keeping up.
Dragon, hear me and obey. Look to the heavens for your doom.
Right, we're fine, we're fine.
Wear my rime-kissed blades.
They're almost dead. Just one DPS limit away, and we should be fine.
Tomb. Crush them.
GG. Oh, I didn't even bother dodging because I didn't think it would come up. Yeah, we're good.
My power.
Hey, Ajdaya, are you gonna be okay? Probably not, but it would make me happy if you were. Ooh.
Even my blade. So, this is the limit of my defiance.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Oh! Golbez. Do not cry for Golbez. Fuck this guy. Thank you, by the way. He was gonna destroy the world. Again. Oh, that's convenient. Thank God that missed. If that landed on Ashdaya, that would have been awkward. I would not have known how to explain that one to Vitra.
Are you alright?
Assuming Vitra's still alive. He's probably fine. If I can cry for Emmett, I can cry for Golbez. Who cries for Emmett?
At last, the moment is at hand.
We should probably shoot
You may
him.
have bested me, but not quickly enough. Too late will you look to the chasm. You've won the battle, but I win the war.
We should probably stop this. Estinian! I know you can stab him.
Stop this. I beg of thee. Let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether.
Oh yeah, that was probably our fault.
In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty void scent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it.
What?
From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge. One who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld.
Is it your friend whose Memoria crystal you had?
Zeromus, awaken!
Well, this took a fucking twist, didn't it?
No matter how powerful, a void scent can be sealed in Memoria.
Did it work? No.
Damn it. It's too strong.
Okay, it is kind of funny that she went, no matter how powerful, I can seal it, and then
Our
went, it's
warding
too
scales
strong.
may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiac's ether.
We must retreat. Everyone to me. Or Ankin, Fest na in an.
Oh, death isn't real in the void. Well, I mean, yeah, but when you eat someone, they kind of become a part of your soul, question mark, so... Yeah, sorry about that, Vitra. Shit went real sideways. Kyle? Oh, it's a cosplayer. We made it back safely, at least. I mean, I guess? I feel so weird right now. This is a weird direction for the plot to take. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Alright, cutscene first. In light of this development, that we escaped with our lives an accomplishment unto itself. With that, we could have anticipated Ashdaya's yearning to return home could be manipulated in this fashion. Alas, we must now contend with a newborn void scent, hell-bent on breaching the rift. And one with such prodigious strength. Zeromus is unlike anything I've ever seen. So named for an ancient hero, as Golbez said. Though none can say if there's even a sliver of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chosen in the hopes that his champion will do that which no one could in the Contra Memoria. Save the world. But a true hero would not damn another world to save his own. Yeah, that line keeps coming up, doesn't it? And we're not about to let that happen. But regardless, we need to regroup. Aye, loath though I am to admit it, we are in no state to face a void send of Zeromus' might. Vitra, not least of all, in body and mind both. For now, let us return to Razat Han and take stock of the situation. Very well. I don't know how to do a dragon voice, I'm sorry. Dekka, well, that implies that any of my other voices are anywhere near accurate, but I'm doing my best. Dekka, might I trouble you to head to the Best Ways Burrow and appraise Urianger of the situation? The rest of us shall tend Vitra's wounds before returning to Razat Han. Pray, join us there anon. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have some explaining to do, aren't we? Sorry, y'all, we might have, worsened the apocalypse. I mean, it was already pretty bad, all things considered. But now it's much worse. So, you know, fair play. It does bug me that that Void Sent portal isn't centered. I get why it isn't centered. Like, because they probably just didn't want to deal with the graphics of, like, disrupting the flow and making it look good. But it bugs me so much that it's not centered. Damn it. I shouldn't have checked. Is Calvi still here, by the way? I have questions. I have wonderings, one might say. But I anticipate there's a decent chance that, hey, she just finished a big, long stream. Down here, right? Oh, no, wait. Right up here. Yeah, alright. Oh, sorry. Thank y'all to both, but this should be the end of my stream when we finish this quest, so I'll just disband the party now. Ah, Dekka, thou art returned. I'm pleased to say it hath been blessedly uneventful in your absence. Oh, no. But more importantly, what of your mission in the void? It depends. Do buses run on the moon, buddy? Because a lot of shit went wrong. Heavens forfend. That Ashdaya should be used to birth a dread void sent born of Zodiark's residual ether. Although we could not have predicted this outcome, there is one small mercy. The void sent containment seal. As we employ the self-same brands that once imprisoned Zodiark in its creation, the seal should serve to hinder Zeromus. Shuttle service. Thank you, boys. Yet for how long, none can say, for our enemy's strength is unknowable, whilst the barrier was erected in haste. Thou shalt rejoin our comrades anon to deliberate measures, yes? Then I shall remain here to maintain my vigil over the seal. Should we observe signs of an impending incursion, rest assured I shall send word without delay. Go well, my friend. It's an Animo cosplayer. Kyle cosplayer, sorry. That is so just weird to see. Alright, back to Odds at Han. We have a hell of a lot of explaining to do, but I'm sure it's fine. How are we going to get ourselves out of this one? More importantly, how is this going to take a... Oh god, we're going to go into... I was convinced that we were going to finish 6.0 and finish this plot line, but no, we're going into 6.5. Anyway, what's up, Meteor? Ah, Master Deca, we've been expecting you. When the satrap and your comrades returned earlier, I couldn't help but notice that they were in low spirits. I hope it's nothing too serious, but forgive me, you must be eager to join them. If you would follow me. Same way we solve everything, ultimately. Lots of violence. Hey, Lex. Sometimes we be friends with people. I mean, we didn't technically solve the diplomatic incident with Garlemald earlier today with violence. We technically convinced them to be friends. Now, we kind of convinced them to be friends after we saved them using the power of violence, but the main work really came from friendship. Sorry, what's up,
Do you
Zero?
remember Ciriato and Farfarello?
Yeah.
The cowardly pair of Voidsent that dwelled in my domain.
How could I not forget? How could I forget? One of them ate the other.
Ciriato devoured Farfarello, and in so doing he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a Voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer, and when a Voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more.
I did not know that second part. That's cool. So we have a plan. Kill it. You on to something, Lex?
That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Ashdaya. And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Oh god, I wonder if Zero's gonna die in the post-game here. That'd kind of be appropriate.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a Voidsent could be born of Zodiac's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say?
I don't think so. Did I miss something? No.
I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Oh, just in general. Yeah, okay, cool.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Ashdaya's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Jesus powers.
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light. And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light.
The first? Are you suggesting we make a portal from the first to the...
The question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me.
Wait,
With
are we
our
gonna...
recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way.
Are we going to use the 13th as a nexus point between the
Not only if
first
I
and the
begin my work
source?
at once, Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
No, because they just theorized earlier in this patch about why there were only portals between, or why there were only adjoinings between the shards and the source. So making a portal from shard to shard is still completely unproven.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
Wait. Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Fine by me. Come on then.
Look, as long as we don't walk in on Zero doing like one-thumbed push-ups, then I'll be fine.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessel, I shall attend what preparations I may.
Cool. Alright, that would be 6.4. Oh, wait, I wonder if we're going to get one last cutscene out of this. As Daya is my sister, and long have I dreamed of saving her. But if I am to do so, I must be better than I have been. Blessed though I am to have you and yours as comrades, I cannot well ask you to lift me up every time doubt and despair creep into my heart. I won't falter again. This I swear. I will hold fast to my conviction, Dekka, and I pray that you will stand with me to the last. Did you get the fan service yet? Yes. We did. Meanwhile, on the moon of the 13th... Okay, one more cutscene.
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured?
Oh, are you gonna be mad because the memorial we took from your grave fell into Zeromus? Or is that gonna come up later?
It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing and the pain.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yes, the giant dude in a suit of armor was not Golbez. Golbez was the guy with the sword. So he wasn't wielding his friend's sword, he was wielding his own sword. Makes sense. Kind of.
As I promised you then, I promise you now, they shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
Maybe. Alright. There we go, I assume. Wait for it. We're good. You win or you die. God, that's a wild quest name. Or success name. Cool. Alright. That is it for me. Excuse me. I need to run to the store, eat, and then I'm presumably going to play Deus Ex tonight. That'll be fun. Chill. I'm not going to wait out or anything. I'm just going to head out. Y'all know where you should go, probably. Have a... I mean, I'll talk about my feelings about that scene at least before I go to sort of wrap up. So, I have a lot of complicated feelings about post-game Endwalker. Mostly related to the whole thing with Zero and her journey with like trust and everything. I haven't seen the end, so I'm not sure how it's going to land. I can see the parallel about how the 13th is a world which is now without trust completely. So like I can see that much. The problem that I have right now, I have reservations similar to the reservations I had during the Endwalker main story quest. During the Endwalker main story quest, anyone who was there may remember, I got really, really annoyed with the writers because Endwalker, you find out that basically every other world in the universe is dead for various reasons, whether it's people being evil or betraying each other or natural disasters or what. So I didn't like that, fair to say, for the simple reasons of, if I had to boil it down to one thing, I like to have faith in humanity as a whole. I think that we're pretty decent. And every other world falling kind of implies strength of the individual characters of our world more so than the strength of humanity in a way I don't really enjoy. You're again assuming everything Medion showed you was true. I have literally no reason to believe that what she showed me was false. Along with everyone else also taking everything that Medion showed me was true. If there's side quests or something that suggests something otherwise, that's like fine. But like, it's not even about it being a 100% casualty rate in the universe. Well, it kind of is, actually. If it was like a 50%, if it was one world that was destroyed that led her to madness, I would be a lot happier. She's just kind of young too. I mean, she's older than I am. But my biggest problem, I don't think that the reflections on, I'm not really counting the reflections at the end of the universe. Those were reflections on Medion as well. And that's whatever. I thought those were cool. But the setup when we went back and Medion gave her report was literally every other version of Medion individually reporting that every other world was dead. So I think I can believe that. Because it's not Medion reporting it. It's literally all the Medions that existed reporting in a hive mind like everything is fucked. Which is fucked, you know? That's like 20 accounts. I think it was more than 20, but I don't remember. Okay. The point is, every world she found was fucked or destroyed beyond recognition. That made me feel bad because I like to have faith in humanity more than the individual characters, and that was my biggest gripe about Endwalker as a whole. So with this, I feel kind of weird. I want to know more about the 13th and the fall of the 13th, because implying the whole world was like divided and completely lacked trust is kind of less interesting to me, if that makes sense. Like the absolutism of it makes me, I don't know, kind of sad. So I don't know how well this is going to grip me. I feel okay about Zero and about her character arc and everything. Golbez, I feel like fine with. So like it's just sort of waiting to see how this all turns out as much as anything else. I don't think I'm gonna be that shining golden on it, but I think it's fine. I'm more so worried about like where are we going to go? How are we gonna jump into Dawn Trail from here, you know? I don't really know what the transition is, for lack of a better term. So we'll see. We will see when I finish 6.5 at some point, presumably next weekend. In the meantime, I need to go eat. I'm not going to wait out or anything, so I will see y'all presumably, assuming I don't pass out, in... call it 2 hours, I should be starting a Deus Ex playthrough that I'm very excited to play through the original Deus Ex. In the meantime, yeah, no. I've stalled for long enough. Have a good night. Toodles.